just kind of weird if you think about it, but whatever. Join now. I love how you guys are like used to me just randomly talking to myself. Mm-hmm. That's good, desktop. Share that screen. Mm-hmm. All right. For the whopping 3 of you, let's go get started so you guys are no longer lost in my class as you are half the time. Oh, that would mean put your freaking phone down. There you go. I think that's the first time this year I've had to say that. It's fascinating. All right, so we're going to do a brief recap, and then I'll let you guys go about and do your business, all right? A few things, a little housekeeping stuff. First of all, make sure your mask covering your mouth and your nose. You guys are good about that. That's just a reminder. Socially distant, super important. Keep that in mind. Right now, Doherty, your fearless leader, has dodged quarantine 5 times this school year. I'm feeling very good. Very, very good. And a few of them literally by feet, like from proximity. So the way I dodged it is, so like, for example, I was I was in proximity of someone who is positive, but I wasn't near them for 15 minutes, and I wasn't within 6 feet of them. So that clears me. But I've had, like, for example, positive students. They've been in this room. One of them I dodged by about 2 feet. So I've had some close calls. I've dodged a few of them in this building. I dodged a few of them at the high school also. So fun times. But hey, luck's on my side. Okay. So on Monday, you guys were supposed to go over the Constitution construction process, right? A lot of you go, nope, sure didn't. Okay, cool. So we're going to get down dirty about it. First of all, you need to do that. Watch the video. Super important. Good stuff in there. It is a shorter video, thank goodness. Second of all, here's your big takeaways. The constitutional construction really boils down into a debate of 2 concepts. And the concepts are this. If I am from a state with a large population, should I have more say in the government than a state who has a smaller population? If you're from a state with a larger population, your answer is resounding, yes, I want more say because I have more people I have to govern over, right? However, if you're a small state with very little population, Delaware, for example, and you're coming around saying, now wait, why should a big state have more representation than we do? That's not fair. We want to be treated equally. There's that magic word. So these are called 2 different plans. The big state plan is called the Virginia plan, saying states should have representation based on population. The other state plan is called the New Jersey plan, where it says regardless of your state size, you should receive an equal say in government. Now the question is this. Which one of them winds up winning out when they're designing the Constitution? How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that's what we kept, though? Expand. What do you mean by we kept both?
So neither one. So they use both of them to cancel out each other, so one doesn't do one for the other.
Okay. How do we see that in today's world? There's something we can look at in our government that shows that.
Oh, the president, the Supreme Court, and
the Congress.
Yeah, the Congress.
So I'm impressed you know your 3 branches. That's not the reason why, though. That's a good idea, though. Solid. How do we know that they wound up keeping both plans by today's government? There's an easy way to remember. You're close. I will give you that much. You are close. You're a little too broad. Be more specific. One plan was about equal representation regardless of your population. One plan was you get more representation based on your population. How do we see that play out today? We do not see that play out today?
Oh, we do, but everyone has equal representation.
Okay.
There's no greater
How do we know that?
because that's how we vote.
That's how you vote?
I think so.
Okay. Do we just do a national popular vote and just count it and call it good? No. Okay. So I need more information. Yes.
The democracy represents.
Democratic Republic?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
You're right, but you're wrong. Yes,
And
the way we do it is correct. That's not the detail that we're looking for, though. What is it within our government that we can look at and we can say, oh, duh, that's how we know they kept the New Jersey plan and the Virginia plan. I would really just drop this, but you guys are like getting close, and so I'm just going to dance around it a little bit. So I'll give you a hint. You started off with the 3 branches of government. I said that was too broad, all right? So my hint is this. If that's too broad, I would focus on one of those branches of government specifically to show us that both those plans exist. No.
No. It should be the Congress and the Supreme Court.
Where is it in the government that we see states represented by population and states represented equally?
I don't know.
You're doing awesome, though. You're cruising along today. I'll give you that one. Zoe? Where do we see it within our national government? One section, we see states represented by population. Another section, we see equal representation of the states. Frankie, feel free to chime in.
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I have read an idea, but I'm not sure.
What's the idea?
Is that what you're talking about the government?
We are talking about the government. Very good.
Um,
Where in the government do we see states being treated equally and also being treated with representation based on population?
yeah. Maybe with, what was the difference between
Well, the government we have is a democratic republic.
like, what branches?
Branches, legislative, executive, judicial.
English.
Executive is president, legislative is Congress, judicial Supreme Court. Where do we see states being treated with equal representation?
Supreme Court.
No, good guess.
Yeah.
How in Congress?
Because if the president and the Supreme Court agree on something, the Congress can knock the law out.
Well, they can do that, but that didn't answer how that is the New Jersey plan and the Virginia plan. What's Congress made up of? By the way, you guys have iPads.
I don't know, I just want to use it.
What is Congress made up of? Yeah, who are those people? I don't need names. I just need their titles. Who are they?
The permanent Congress.
No. What? Oh, what?
I think of Hamilton and something.
And Jefferson?
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Anti.
We actually talk about that today.
Okay.
You're a little ahead. We talk about that today.
Yeah.
What is Congress made up of? Humanoids? Stop guessing and start researching. What is the United States Congress made up of? What is Congress made up of? C'est la vie, c'est la vie, c'est la vie. What is Congress?
The amendment?
Nope, that's part of the Constitution. I'm literally going to type in, what is Congress? The legislative branch. This is too broad, so instead I'm going to say, what is Congress made up of? Oh, yep, first option has the answer. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
435 record members.
Okay, what is that it?
So the article is established by the Article 1 of the Constitution.
Yep.
The legislative branch consists of the House of Representatives, represents states, and the Senate.
Senate. Okay, so you're on whitehouse.gov. Okay, so what is Congress made up of? Two things. Look for the proper nouns. The capital letters.
Oh, representatives.
And Senate, cool. So the House of Representatives and the Senate, all right? Now, there's people inside those two, what we call houses, right? Where do we figure out how those people get there? What determines how many people are going to be in those? How do we determine how many people will be in the Senate? Tape. Because I feel like it. How many people are in the Senate? Let's see here. Up, first answer once again. I don't know. You say 6. I say you have an iPad in front of you. Well, that's defeating the purpose. Uh-huh.
So it says composed of 100 senators, 2 for each state.
Okay. What? Time out. Pause right there. You said 100 senators, 2 for each state. So that means Missouri has how many?
2.
California has how many?
2.
Delaware has how many?
Everyone has 2. Okay?
So that means that everyone's what?
Equal.
Bingo. Okay, everyone's equal. Now tell me, is that the New Jersey plan or is that the Virginia plan? It's the New Jersey plan, right? Okay, so the Senate, part of our Congress, so the Senate shows us the New Jersey plan put into place, right? So how do you think they figure out the number for the amount of people in the House of Representatives?
It's actually like 450.
Okay, based on what? How did they get to that number?
Divided among the 50 states in the population. Is that the population?
Yeah, yep. Population, correct. Okay, so does that mean if California has more citizens than Missouri does, which one of those two states will have more representatives? California, right? The bigger the state in population, the more representatives they get, okay? Does that sound like the Virginia plan or the New Jersey plan? Sounds like the Virginia plan. So if I ask you, how do we see the Virginia plan and New York or New Jersey plan played out today? You would be able to say what? How?
Because we have different, because we use both of them to elect and to vote.
What do they make up? When you combine those two together, what do they make up?
Was there a new song started today?
Yes, starts with a C.
They made it to where there's 2 people for each state, but if you have more population, you get more.
Right. But if we take those two, the House of Representatives and the Senate, we combine them together, what do we get? Starts with a C. Bingo, which is the what? Which branch? Legislative. Okay. All right, legislative branch. Got it. So, do we see the Virginia plan and the New Jersey plan played out today in 2020? Yes. Did they pick one over the other? No, they used both. What's a word that can identify them using both? Starts with a C. If I have 2 options and I wind up using both of them, I just did what? I did combine. That's a good C word also. What's the other one? Oh gosh, that's a difficult word. You're not wrong though. More simpler than that. I have 2 different ideas. I'm going to take a little bit of both of them. That means I did what? I
said compost.
You said composed. You said contributed. Compromised. Okay. Compromise means to take 2 ideas, put them together. All right. So this is known as the Great Compromise in the U.S. government. All right. You need to know the Virginia plan and the New Jersey plan. And you should be able to tell me that they equate to the legislative branch today. All right. That was class Monday, Tuesday. Today, as Teresa has already attributed to, it is about Jefferson and Hamilton, not the musical. You're going to learn about these 2 individuals and their great debate that they had during the creation of the United States. You're going to learn about 2 terms, federalism and anti-federalism. What? When they did, well, they're dead now. When they were doing this, I'm guessing they should have been probably the 40s or 50s. So they weren't like ancient, but they weren't young by any means. Hamilton, I believe, was younger than Jefferson. Hamilton, you find on the $20 bill. What's interesting about that is Jefferson never held Hamilton never held like the president of the United States. He was never president. He was never vice president. He didn't have any of those offices. But he was a major person into the creation of the government. And that you're going to figure out today because I'm not giving you the answers because I'm lazy. Okay? So read the instructions very carefully. Is it a big assignment? No, none of them ever are. Like realistically, they should be done by the end of class. Like it's really not long. Okay? Not a long assignment. Just answer some questions, get it turned in, call it good. All right. What's up?
Next week.
Yes.
Do we still have school Monday and Tuesday?
Yes, you will still come to school Monday and Tuesday next week. However, those 2 days are dead week days, so no new content is going to be given. Yep. Bingo. Yes.
It would be very helpful because I'm 2 weeks late.
Yes, you are.
The Monday people have to come.
So Monday, Tuesday, folks, come on Monday. You guys will come on Tuesday. Yep. So I'll see both of you guys.